Welcome everyone, Edwin Anthony here again from Resolution Design. In this video, we're going to go ahead and continue our training regarding Chat GPT, but this time we're going to go more enhanced on getting involved with SEO and Shopify. So without wasting any time, let's go ahead and begin. The interface that you guys are seeing at this moment is obviously an upgraded version of Chat GPT. The last two videos that I mentioned, go ahead and check them out. They're on the playlist from the homepage of our channel. You get to talk about how to install ChatGPT and get the basic stuff, right? So I mentioned on the previous video that ChatGPT has two versions. They have the 3.5 as of today's date, and then they have the latest version, which is ChatGPT version 4. This version 4 obviously is a more fine-tuned version of it, right? So in order for you guys to get involved in it, make sure that you guys log in, as I told you from the previous video, chat.openai.com, as you can see up at the top. And then from there, once you log in, you'll notice somewhere here on the bottom left-hand corner where it asks you to see if you wanted to upgrade. And now this upgrade is in fact for $20 a month. Guys, don't get alarmed based on that rate, because of course you can go ahead and download, once you create an account here, download the iOS or the Android app as well so that you could use it on your iPhone or Android device. So once you've gone ahead and upgraded to the version 4, you'll notice that this here is going to show up. I'll talk about this thing in the center in a moment, but this here should show up, right? Where you have this stuff. And so once you've done that, the next step that I want you to do is go right here on the bottom left where you see these three dots. Click on this and go to where it says settings. Go to where it says beta features and make sure that you have at least plugins turned on. Plugins are like extensions for inside of ChatGPT where you can enable certain softwares. And I'm just going to give you a quick overview as to how that would look like. So if I go on this one, once you enable it, right, press refresh or whatever. Once you enable it, go right here where it says plugins beta, and you'll notice that, well, for me, I have something already pre-selected. You might not. Just click here and we will notice that there are some that you could see. So you go to the plugin store and just go through the library and see or enable which ones interest you. For us, we're going to go ahead and enable Web Pilot, even though they have like that, cross symbol. Web Pilot, what it does is that it scrolls the web. For you guys might have it differently. Back in the settings, go back over here. If you go right here where it says the three dots, go towards settings, click on beta plans or beta features. You might have something different than I do. You might have something called web browsing, right? Go ahead and enable that and forget the one that I'm using because that one's probably more authentic. But if you guys are seeing the same thing as me, I'm going to use that one, which is web browsing. Web browsing, what it allows you to do is surpass the limit of the year 2021 where it caps information upon knowledge on things, right? So I could say, go to this website, get the latest and greatest, and give me a feedback on something. You could do things like that. Let's talk about this other extension, which is called AIPRM. So guys, I'm using this tool usually for SEO, usually to learn a little bit more about prompting. So what you guys might want to do in order to get this interface here is to go to the web store. Let's see here momentarily. Okay, once you guys are in the web store, just type that in, AIPRM, and you'll notice it's right here. And this is for Chrome. I'm not sure, I haven't tested for the other ones yet, as far as like other extensions such as Safari or Edge or anything like that. A lot of these examples are shown on Chrome. So go ahead and add that to Chrome. You might need to restart or even log out of your ChatGPT and re-log in for verification purposes. And once you have done that, you'll start seeing this interface that you see right here. By default, I have it set up to public. I am paying for a premium version because I want the latest and greatest prompts that people mostly use for SEO purposes. That's why I'm paying for it. It's a return on my investment because I write articles for my clients, and that's the whole point I'm doing this video, so that you guys could do the same thing. So right here, I'm obviously locked in where it says SEO, and you could see these pre-generated prompts that are illustrated here. So a lot of people use this one in order to write some content. But anyways, the whole point is I'm showing you how to use this here, right? So where do we go from here? What's the starting point? The starting point is figuring out what is wrong with your website when it comes to SEO. The example that we're going to use is this company called Detailing Express. This is one of our clients. So Detailing Express, this company, we designed their website. They're using a template. They're very good business out here in Orlando. And so with this company, we want to know what are some things that we need to do when it comes to SEO, or in other words, give us some type of an SEO audit. Let's go ahead and copy this information here. So what I did was that I grabbed the URL on the website, and then I went into Chat GPT. I am enabling version 4 so that it can have the most comprehensive mindset, or the most sophisticated, highest calculation of artificial intelligence, not version 3. Version 3, I'll show you how to use it properly for what instances. But for this case, we're not going to do anything. We're going to enable the applications called Web Pilot for web browsing and browsing web page. And we're going to use another one called SEO Core AI, which is everything related to SEO. It might use it, it might not. Let's just go ahead and not waste any time. On the prompt down below, I'm going to type, visit the URL, right? The one that I just typed. Here we go. Okay. And let me know what improvements can I make with SEO. By doing so, we should see several plugins before it starts. There we go. Now that's where it's doing the web browsing right there. And after it does the web browsing, it might do the SEO thing. There you go. You see, so at first it crawled, then after it grabbed the information, now it's using the Core AI, artificial intelligence, and then it spits out this. Card detailing supplies is not used frequently enough, so it gives me almost like an audit. I'd say this is a very good starting point. Very, very good starting point, so that you guys have an idea on the key points that you guys need to do. Look at this. It has a good load speed, okay? SSL certificate, a lot of basic stuff. The sitemap, all that is good, okay? Content optimizer, keyword usage. So there's some keyword usage that only appears on the URL, right? So there might be some improvements that we could do on the homepage for the keyword usage. It's telling me that for optimization of content, it could be further optimized. And again, going back to that keyword detailing, card detailing supplies more frequently on the content, which is correct. This is a new website, so we're definitely going to be doing that stuff. The meta description is well written. It contains the keyword, but you should consider adding more relevant keywords to it, not just the basic one. I agree. H1 and H2 tags. If you guys are unaware as to what that is, and you're new to the whole thing of regarding SEO, H1 is like the main title of something. So if it's the homepage, the H1 is what the banner would say, like the main core message of the banner. H2s happen to be also, they're also titles, but they're not as big as the main title. So think of it almost like subtitles of the body of your homepage. That's what H2s are. So it could be better optimized, right? Load speed, H certificate. Okay, great. So it's determined that the main keyword is card detailing supplies. So based on this information, provide the top 5 competitors online that dominate on this keyword. And in quotes, let's go ahead and put exactly what this is, card detailing supplies, right? And let's see what it spits out. So it's searching the web again. I think that part is actually very important because it's not just using the 2021 data. If you guys wouldn't be paying for this, you wouldn't have the extensions enabled in order for you to do this. And mind you, you could do this also on Bing, but Bing is super, super limited. it tries to stray away from giving you the exact examples. And would you look at that? It gave us a competitor analysis. Typically, people on Fiverr charge you for this type of stuff. So I think that this is a beautiful opportunity for those of you watching today on this tutorial, that you could also provide these services as a side hustle, get yourself some money, right? Okay, so we have Car Supplies Warehouse, detailing.com, the chemical guys, I've heard of those guys, autogeek.net, beautiful. Let's go with someone who's very well recognized. I'm not saying that Car Supplies is not recognized or detailing.com. I'm simply saying let's go to chemical guys. But if you guys want to verify if these are in fact true, what you could do is just grab the major keyword. Go on Google, just type that keyword and look who comes out first. First, you have to disregard everybody up top over here when it comes to the Google shopping. We're going to omit Amazon. Can't believe these guys are spending money on Google ads for that keyword. Must be important. Detailing.com came out first, whereas these guys, they placed it second. That's cool because based on my location, then perhaps detailing.com is the number one. So because of that, I'm going to try to emulate this tutorial for you. Just like this analysis, if you saw the list of competitors, go to Google, grab the keywords, see what the first one comes out organically. Organically means that we're omitting this, we're omitting that. We're just looking at organically which one comes at the top, and detailing.com is the one. So I'm going to right click on this one just to kind of see their website, and whoa, this website looks like from the AOL days. You got mail. All right, so without wasting too much time, let me ask it a question of perform the same SEO audit for detailing.com. So we want to know exactly why is it that they're number one? Like, what is it about them? Let's see. Let's see what it says. And I don't want to pause the video and do fast forward or anything because I want you guys to see this on real time. Okay, here we go. It appears 72 times in the body content, 2 times in the meta description. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? It appears 72 times in the body content. What does that mean? That means that we got to make it 80 times. 2 times in the meta description. That means we got to do it 3 times, right? Once in the H1 and H2 tags. This is a good practice as it helps engines understand what your website is about. You're learning based on these tools, right? Content is well optimized, meta description is good, all the basic stuff, and there it is. So this is just a basic understanding towards how you're supposed to kind of like run your website for SEO content. And all of this is just grabbing from the homepage. This is not dissecting, going page per page or going inside of the sitemap and digging through each and every one of them. It's not doing that. It's just grabbing the .com, which is the main homepage, and it's seeing what it does, right? That's perfectly fine. What I would suggest you to do from this point is to take this advice and go and ask Chat GPT, from my website, I want to improve my keyword usage just like this website. What is the first step that I should do? And then see how it responds, telling you that you have to update your meta title, your meta description, so on and so forth. For you guys who don't know how to update your regular meta tag or meta title for your website, because every page on your website has a meta title and a meta description. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, real briefly, let me show you. All right, I'm using another browser for this. I like to use Bing from time to time, or Edge. Let's see. So the regular meta title stuff for the home page, right? We're talking about for the home page, the .com, .shop, whatever it is that you have. Let's go to where it says preferences, and here it is right here. So you have your meta title and then your meta description, right? And so right here, you want to say, let's go back to this, and we want to say, create an improved meta title for the website. What was it? The Detailing Express. So it can properly compete against for the keyword. What's that keyword that we're trying to do? You remember? Car detailing supplies, right? Because that's what we're going after here. And let's put that into quotes. Also provide a meta description. While it's cooking that up, let's go back to what I was saying about the meta title and meta description. So meta title is when you go on Google, it's what it shows up at the top, right? So when you do your search, what is the first thing that shows up? And notice that even those guys from detailing.com, you'll see that they have auto detailing supplies, chemicals, equipment, accessories, ... That means that the ... that means that they surpass the limit and Google cuts it off right there before showing any further. An idea would be to keep the characters, including spaces, under 60, because that's the breaking point. And if you surpass that, it's going to do the ... Now, this is the meta description right over here. So as you can see right here where it says shop, premiere, car detailing, blah, blah, blah. Let me go ahead and increase this so that you guys could see. I don't want you guys squinting for those who wear glasses. Right here, you could see that this is the meta title and then this is the meta description. So the meta title has a capacity of 60 before it starts doing the ... And then right here, this is the meta description. It has a character limit, including spaces of 160. So make sure that 160 or less for the meta description and then 60 or less for the meta title. The way that you plug that in is going here for your homepage. For your homepage, you go to online store preferences, and this is where you go ahead and update that there. And then this is where you update over here for the meta description. Let's see what Chat GPT states after we said what it said. Premium car detailing supplies, Detailing Express LLC, right? Well, the LLC is really more of his core business, but the main name of the business is Detailing Express. And then right here you have this. But remember what I told you. Look what Detailing did, because we're trying to compete with them. They said that it appears 72 times, twice in the meta description. Twice. So let's make sure that we're at least competing with that. So premium car detailing supplies is fine. Let's see what we have over here. Ultimate. So let's just do that. Let's grab it. Okay. And we're gonna just stop right here. We're not gonna grab the LLC. We're gonna put this over here and place that there. So 50. Okay, that's good. And then right here, the meta description is what's challenging, because we want to make sure that we do exactly what the competitors are doing, at least for now. Highest, Okay, so right here for the meta description, we're going to tell you for the meta description, we want the keyword to show up twice, just like detailing.com. Make sure that the description is under 160 characters, including spaces. Okay, that's what we put. For the meta description, we want the keyword to show up twice, like detailing.com. Make sure that the description is under 160 characters, including spaces. So, top quality car detailing supplies. Find your car dealing. There we go. So it named it twice, and it kept it under It kept it under the preferred amount that we asked for. So this is fantastic. This is going good so far. And let's go ahead and put that here, and we could see the character count limit. You see that Shopify says 320 characters used. We want to stick to what it is recommended for Google. And of course, you could always question that character limit information. You could go to Bing and ask that question or whatnot. But at least this is how you do it. Now, what about the other pages? The other pages, what I mean is, right, so we have the main page, just like how you see here. But then we also have collections pages. So this is a collections pages for all the products that are for, just washing your car, just washing, drying your car. That's what this is here. We need a meta title and a meta description for this as well. Okay. So what you want to do is that you want to tell Chat GPT to grab this link and to study it. The whole same process that I just explained to you. And you optimize this page. You optimize every collections page is what I'm trying to tell you. Optimize it all, okay? All right, before we conclude on this, guys, one of the things that we practice the most is content creation. Content creation meaning that you have to go on your website and constantly post content about the things that you're selling. What this does is that it tells Google that you're the authoritative figure for this industry. But obviously, having your website optimized for SEO, aka on-site SEO, is just as important. So if I were to tell you what you should do first, that's why I'm showing this video. I'm showing this video because optimizing your website should be the first thing that you do before you start doing content. So go ahead and after you finish watching this video, go through each and every one of your collections and optimize. Listen to this. Optimize the URL at the top. The URL at the top right here in this example, we see collections wash dry. Wash dry, that doesn't say anything, right? I'm going to tell ChatGPT to look at the competitors to see who's selling similar products like mine's, right? And what are their recommendations so that I could optimize this over here. And the way that you change this URL is that you go and you first find it on Shopify. You go right here where it says products, collections, and the wash and dry is right here, right? So that's the collection. Scroll all the way down, click right here where it says edit. And then down here, you'll notice that here we have the page title, wash and dry with no meta description. But most importantly, the slug. What is a slug? The slug is whatever the .com name is right here. And then you see the URL right there, right? Okay, in the next video, we're going to talk about let's create some blogs. After you've done all of this, that's what we're going to do next. How do we create a blog? Until then, see you next time. Thank you very much.